Why can't I change file permissions in Windows? Have you ever tried to change file permissions in Windows and found yourself stuck? It can be frustrating when you want to make adjustments but just can't. Let's break down why this happens and what you can do about it. First, one of the main reasons you cannot change file permissions is due to ownership. Only the owner of a file or folder, or someone with administrative privileges, can modify its permissions. If you are not the owner, the options will be grayed out. You will need to either get permission from the owner or take ownership yourself. Next, let's talk about permission levels. Windows uses the new technology file system permissions, which come with different levels like read, modify, and full control. Only users with full control can change permissions or take ownership. If you have modify permission, you can change the contents but not the permissions themselves. Another factor is permission inheritance. Permissions can be inherited from parent folders. If a file or folder inherits permissions, you might not be able to change them directly. To do this, you may need to disable inheritance or ensure you have the proper rights on the parent folder. Administrative privileges also play a role. Changing permissions on system files or folders often requires administrative credentials. Without these, Windows will block any permission changes to maintain system integrity. Additionally, if there is a deny permission set for a user or group, it overrides any allow permissions. This means even if you have other rights, you might still be unable to change permissions. When using Windows File Explorer features, managing file permissions is straightforward. You can right, click the file or folder, select Properties, and navigate to the Security tab. However, editing permissions is only possible if you have the necessary ownership or full control rights. You can add users or groups and assign permissions like full control, modify, or read and execute. For more complex situations, the Advanced Security Settings option allows you to view and manage permission inheritance and effective access. This can help clarify why you are facing restrictions. In contrast to some other operating systems, where changing permissions might be easier, Windows has a detailed permission system designed to protect files and maintain system stability. This system ensures that proper ownership and rights are required to modify permissions, especially in multi-user or networked environments. If you find yourself unable to change permissions, first check if you are the owner or have administrative rights. You may need to take ownership of the file or folder or request permission from the owner. Also, verify if permissions are inherited and consider disabling inheritance if you need to set unique permissions. Understanding these aspects can help you navigate file permissions in Windows more effectively.